Hello and good morning, good afternoon and very good evening to you, the good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope all today, hope you're feeling grand and all is well in your world. Hello there, everybody. Today's video is different to what I said I was going to do because I want to talk about what the title is of the video. Sorry, I'm a bit overwhelmed at this point in time with certain emotions, and I'll explain why during the course of this video. So bear with me, please, people of the tube. Okay, so this video is entitled "Why I Love the Guitar and Why I Love Music," and it's simply because I just don't think there is anything better and greater than music. And I'll talk about what's brought this on and what's brought this video on when I get to it. But it's like, if you look around the world, there is one there's one kind of thing, one factor throughout the world really that kind of like will bring people together, and it's invariably always music. You know what I mean? Music has that power to bring total strangers together and make them all feel like they're friends. You know what I mean? People from all over the world, all different, backgrounds, all different cultures, all sorts of different cultures, and they can arrive at a gig of a band they like or whatever, and they can just get lost in music, and for that moment there is nothing else but music. If you know what I mean, like for that moment in time, there is no other, there's no other distraction in life. Jimi Hendrix always used to say before gigs and stuff that he wanted people to forget about their world and forget about their day if they'd had a bad day, and just that was their little world for that hour, 2 hours, whatever it was. For that amount of time, that was their own little world where they would escape, that total escape. And music is the only thing I find that really does that. It's the one thing that we all have in common, we all love. We all like different genres, we all like different styles, but it's still all music at the end of the day. And it's that one thing. It's like it's like if you look at like an Iron Maiden concert or something like that, there's people from all over the world at those concerts, from all different age groups, and they're all there because they love the music that those people on the stage create, and it just makes everyone just kind of like, as one, if you will. So, and that's the reason I love music, and that's the reason I love guitar as well, because the guitar can do that. It's like, if you're, if you're in a, as much as people hate certain cheesy kind of songs that have been overplayed to death, if you play, say, something like Summer of '69 or Wonderwall in anywhere, people will click and love it. If you play Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, or or No Woman No Cry, or something like that, people will respond emotionally to that song because it means something to everybody. You know what I mean? I've done gigs in the past where you just do you play a certain song, and you can just feel that everyone in that place is with you. You know what I mean? You've reached out. You've really kind of like reached out and touched like a part of them, and they're now part of the music with you, as well as you kind of like doing it, and you're all like one big kind of like unit family thing, and it's just really awesome. And I love that about music, and that's the reason I love playing the guitar so much. And I always kind of like feel that like or feel so passionate about music and guitar is because it's such an incredible it's such an incredibly powerful thing. You know what I mean? I can't think of the exact words I want to use. I wish I was cleverer. But music is such a powerful thing, and like, how many times have you put a song on that's just literally kind of like it's changed something in you, or you really feel something different, or it speaks to you on a certain level, and you're like, wow, that's incredible. You know, how many times has that happened in your life? I mean, that's happened to me so many times where I've just kind of played a song, or I've been learning a song, or I've been listening to a song, or whatever, and it just hits you square, like right in here. You know, it doesn't hit you anywhere else. And all of a sudden, it can make you feel less alone, or it makes you feel happy when you feel sad, or if you've had a bad day, it makes you feel less stressed and just in general just better. You know, there's so many songs I could think of that kind of like over the years have kind of really cheered me up when I've needed it. You know what I mean? If I've been on like if I've been upset or down or whatever, and music is so powerful because of that. It's got such a power to it, and I think that's what's so awesome and beautiful about music. Like I say, is it just brings together. You don't have to speak the same language, because everybody has a common thing in music. You know what I mean? Everybody loves music of some description, and you'll always find something that people like, and that's I think that's wicked. Is that amazing? That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And music is that supremely powerful entity that just kind of brings people together in one kind of thing. You get like thousands and thousands of people standing in the rain sometimes at these concerts just to hear an hour and a half of music. That to me is just like the power of music. That power that music has, it just cannot be understated. It really can't. It's absolutely incredible to me, and that's the reason I love it. And it's funny because when I was growing up, because I grew up in the 90s, I had bands like Nirvana and Oasis and Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam and stuff like that, and and then for a long time I didn't listen to music. I just through one thing or another. I mean, it was mainly to do with like the horrific time I had at school. That was the main reason I didn't listen to music, because I had no desire and no want to do anything. You know what I mean? The only desire and want I had was to not exist, if you know what I mean. So sorry, this is a very deep video, but I felt like I really have to get this out today. So just bear with me, please, if you can. That'd be great. So yeah, because it's really hard to talk about for some reason. Well, it's not for some reason. I know exactly why it's hard to talk about. But anyway, yeah, I didn't have any desire to. I didn't play guitar till I was 16 years old after I'd left school. So and I always think the guitar found me, and I've said that in previous videos. It just came along at the perfect time. Whereas if I didn't find this, not this guitar, but if I hadn't started playing guitar, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here now talking to all of you awesome people out there in the world. And again, YouTube is such an amazing platform for music, even with all the copyright nonsense, because on this channel there's so many people from all over the world to watch this channel, and I always find myself asking, why are you watching me? What you know, I don't have a very high opinion of myself, so because of that, I tend to be kind of like, you know, I always down on myself, like, you know, you're not good enough, Dave. No one cares, and this and that. I have an it in my head that says narky stuff to me, but recently, within the last 3 days, 3 day, well, not yesterday, day before, things have changed, and not changed, but I experienced something that I don't get to experience a lot, and it made me extremely happy, and I'll talk about it in a minute. I promise I'm not going to leave you on tenterhooks too much. But it also made me extremely sad as well, hence my current state and soppiness, if you will. But anyway, when I found music again and started listening to music and getting into people like John Frusciante, who is my ultimate hero and my ultimate saviour, John is really, because he, you know, not to quote the Chili Peppers song, no pun intended, but he really is, because John is one of those guitarists that just constantly inspires me, and he's the guitarist I want to sound like and want to play like, because he's so expressive with it. You know what I mean? When you watch him play, he's putting every bit of himself into his guitar playing, even when he's at his lowest ebb. You know, in 91, 92, where he don't want to do it anymore, and then in like 2007, 2008, when he didn't want to do it anymore, and same Arcadium tour, he's still putting everything he's got into it. All that emotion, all that feeling, it's all coming through his guitar, and it's reaching out and it's touching people, like, you know, just grabbing people and really kind of like, you know, making them feel something, or, you know, and it's just incredible. And like I say, I mean, there isn't. And there's other artists as well. I mean, I can think of other artists who really kind of like, you know, who do that kind of like, you know, really, you know, wear your heart on your sleeve kind of thing when they play. I mean, Jimi Hendrix, another one, Peter Green, Rory Gallagher. You know, there's so many people. You know, so many people. But it's just incredible to me. I just love music so much, and I love the guitar so much that it just, every time I put a video up and people respond to my guitar playing in a positive way, it just makes me so happy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that can be that's, you know. And when people say I had a really bad day today, but your intro jam or your Untitled, you know, made it better, it's like, you know, that's the power of music, and that's why music is so awesome. That's why it's so important, like, the world over. It's because everyone's got that common love. You know what I mean? Everybody loves music. You know, there's not many people who don't love music. If there's any people who love music, yeah, you know, everybody loves music at some point. You know what I mean? At some style. Yeah, sorry. You know, everybody loves it. It connects. It clicks with people on that really deep level, and that is incredible to me. And that's why I love playing music, and that's why I love writing music, and I love practicing the guitar. And I love the guitar because the guitar is so expressive. You can, you know, it screams when you can't, and it cries when you can't, and it says 1,000 things in one note if you can, you know, if you can find the right kind of thing for it, if you know what I mean, the right placement at the right time with that note. It just says so much, and it's such an awesome thing. I love the guitar so much, and I love music so much, but, like, you know, just kind of, and, you know, I think that's the reason why, you know, we're all on YouTube. You know, I mean, before I even had a YouTube channel, I used to watch people like Phil X and Rob Chapman and people like that, because it's the love for music. I just love watching people enjoying what they do, and people like Pete Thorne and whatnot. And they've just got this passion, and it's just like so infectious and makes you feel so good when you see people really loving what they do. And it's just, to me, is just incredible, and I love it now. And I try to, like I said, I always try in my guitar playing to play something that's meaningful. There have been times in the past where I've played something and I felt like I haven't given it everything I've got, and it really, really upsets me. Really, really upsets me to a point where I can literally, I can break down with it because I feel like I haven't done enough. I want to put everything that I am into my guitar playing and get it out. You know what I mean? Because if that gets out there to one person and makes them feel less alone, less sad, makes them feel happy, makes them forget about their bad day, makes them forget about their troubles for just that period of time, then that's succeeding in music. You know what I mean? That's succeeding in music. I'm not interested in being technically proficient or technically wowy on guitar. You know what I mean? I just want to make people's lives better, and that's what music does. It makes your life better. It really does. And I've always felt that. You know, when I listen to music, I feel always less alone, and I feel like, you know, everything's going to be kind of like, you know, okay, and you know, in all will be well. So yeah, it's awesome, really. And that's I love the guitar. I love the guitar. The guitar is my savior. Is my best friend, because it gives me the vent I need. You know, it gives me that ability to vent my feelings. You know, like I say, it can scream when I can't. It can cry when I can't, and it can speak when I can't speak. So this is why I love guitar so much. This is why I love music. This is why I want to make, you know, videos, or you know, I want to share my love of music with anyone and everyone I can. And this has all come about, like I said, because of within the last week, I've spent 3 days writing, recording. Well, yeah, kind of not really writing, but I've spent the last like a couple of days ago. I spent like 3 days playing guitar, like with 2 other people, and like it was literally one of the, like, it's literally kind of like been, it was like the 3 days of like some of the best days of my life. That makes sense. It might sound like a strange statement, but like where are we today? So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, is that right? Where are we? Friday. Yeah. That makes sense. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Of this week, I've literally been kind of like, you know, those 3 days have kind of like been literally 3 of the best days of my life. I've enjoyed it so much that it was one of those things of like, when it came to an end, it's absolutely crushed me. Hence my current condition. And it's not something you get all the time. And because what it kind of based around was based around playing music and playing guitar, and these 2 people who came to play guitar with me, and we spoke about things, and we had just had a really awesome time. Yeah, it really. It's made me very happy. You know what I mean? It's really hard for me to talk about this. But yeah, and but that to me is like, that's the awesomeness of music. Is these 2 people had the same. We were all on the same kind of like wavelength kind of thing. Like, you know, they're both John Frusciante fans, and it's just really, it hit me very hard, you know, and especially when they had to leave, it hit me even harder, and I was just like, I really just didn't want that to end. You know what I mean? I'm sure we've all been there at some point where we've been doing something that's just made us so happy that when it comes to an end, it's like, you know, it's so hard to kind of like readjust, you know, back to kind of like that not being there. You know, and it's amazing what 3 days can do. It's amazing, like, you know, it wasn't all day for those 3 days, but it's amazing how powerful it's amazing how powerful it can be. But if those two people are watching this video, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I really am, and I'm so happy for that. That it made those 3 days of this week like literally like some of the literally like what's 3 of the best days of my life. If that makes any sense. So and it was all down to guitar. You know what I mean? It's like it's all down to this YouTube channel as well. Like, without this YouTube channel, that wouldn't have happened. So to say I'm grateful for this YouTube channel, and I'm grateful to you, is an understatement. The words don't exist that make me that I want to say, how grateful I am, because without this YouTube channel, I would never have met those two people, and we would have never spent 3 days playing guitar and recording their music and just generally having an awesome time. So yeah, I mean, this is a really hard video. But yeah, I mean, it just comes back down to one thing. It's that love of music and love of guitar. That's what it comes down to that. And through that, it became like an absolute deep fondness for those two people that I have now. Now. Okay, sorry about it. Well, this video is getting a bit heavy, and but yeah, but no, like I say, the fondness I have for those two people who are here. I don't want to name names, just because. I don't know if that's cool or not. So I don't want to name names or anything. But if those two are watching, you know who you are, and it's like it does feel like it's going to sound really strange, but it's amazing. Like in those 3 days, like now they're not here. It's like I'm missing something. Like I'm missing a big part of me. It's not there. I feel very hollow. Anyway, but I come back to music. The intro jam, which I'd like to dedicate to those two people, by the way. That was something I came up with the other night. We were sat in my kitchen downstairs, and one of them asked me, "Do I have any chords or anything?" Anyway, and I was like, "Yeah, I do." I had this. I've had that progression for about 2 weeks and not know what to do with it. Anyway, I was playing away, and I'm going to stop calling them person. I'm going to call them friends, because they are friends. This friend of mine was started singing along, and it really was really powerful to me, because I'm not very I'm a quite a socially awkward person, if you will. So I'm very shy person. So, but through music, through that language of music, there's that common ground, and we could communicate on that different level. And that's why the intro jam today was those chords, because that's their song. You know what I mean? That's their song now, and it was very difficult to play it, but it feels good to play it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've kind of gone off on a tangent here, like I'm prone to do, but I hope it's in. I don't know. I hope this is making sense, and I'm sure we've all been here at some point where it's like, it's because we all I think we all love guitar, we all love music, and it's that's the one thing that really, it's just two things. Well, one thing technically, because guitar does make music. That's our common ground. You know what I mean? That's what we all have in common. We're all from all different parts of the world. We're all from all over the place, but we all love music. We all love John Frusciante, or we all love Stratocasters, or we all love that kind of, we all love whatever, Peter Green, Rory Gallagher, or whatever. And to me, that's the power of music. And I say to have the honour of sharing in that experience for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with those two friends of mine. It really made me so grateful for music. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and the guitar, and it makes me grateful for the guitar finding me. And I'm just really happy that I play guitar and I play music, and I'm so happy for people who watch the channel and support this channel, because it just means the absolute world to me. It's like I literally don't know what I would do without any of you. I really don't. Because you give me the ability to express myself through music, and I love to hear from you all. I love to talk to you all. I love when my intro jam strikes a chord with you, and you really, you know, people who say I've had a really bad day, and then I heard your intro jam and it made my day better. That to me is just like, you know, that's me being successful in something, and because of that stupid thing, I'm always a failure no matter what I do. But it's hard to deny that. You know, when somebody says, like, you know, that made me happy, you know, really made me, really kind of reached out and touched me and grabbed me and made me feel this, that, and the other. It's really hard to not kind of like feel that, like, you know, I'm doing my job right, which is what I should be doing. You know what I mean? That's what music is. Music is a tool to make people, like I say, I keep reiterating, but it is a tool to make people feel less alone and less sad and just more, you know, part of the whole, you know, which is what music can do. So the reason this video is entitled "Why I Love Music and Why I Love Guitar" is simply because of those reasons, and that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week has just brought it into sharp focus for me how much I'm grateful for the ability to play guitars. Because if I didn't play guitar, I wouldn't have this YouTube channel. If I didn't have this YouTube channel, and it wasn't supported by all you awesome people out there, I would never have met these two people who have, like, literally come into my life. Two friends. Stop calling them people, Dave. They're friends. These two friends who have come into my life, and literally in those 3 days have literally made me feel so much, and to the point where I'm like, you know, this might be a bit, you know, this video might be a bit on the soppy side, but, you know, I need to get it out, and like, you know, another thing is, like, I like to be very honest on this channel by the way I feel and the way kind of, like, you know, things are going, because I think that's kind of like part of it. This channel's got such an awesome community, and you're all so supportive of each other and me that, you know, it's just, you know, I would like to kind of like just keep this honesty thing, like, you know, so if I'm feeling like this, I would like to be able to kind of express that to you, because I'm sure at some point we've all been there, and we might even some people might be going through it now, kind of thing. But like I say, these two friends of mine came in, like, you know, I first met them on Saturday at a gig. They came to the gig I had, and then, like, you know, we spent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday just kind of like playing music, talking guitars, talking about other things here and there, and just generally having like a really awesome time. Like I say, it has been 3 days, like some of the 3 days, I can't even talk. Some of the three best days of my life. It really has, and that's not an understatement. That's not me being, like, you know, over dramatic or anything like that. That is the truth there, and that's me being totally honest. And now that they've gone, although I know I'll see them again, I'm struggling to readjust back to, you know, just them not being around. It's really hard for me to do that. I can't do it very well, and it's a very strange experience. It's extremely nice, but it's extremely upsetting, you know, if you know what I mean. Like, to know you had really strong connection with two people, and then, you know, it was limited time, you know what I mean. It couldn't kind of like keep going. It had to kind of end for a bit. It's a hard pill to swallow. So yeah. But anyway, like I say, if it wasn't for me learning to play guitar, if it wasn't for my sister showing me how to play guitar, and then me just taking it from there, and then for me to go, I'm going to start a YouTube channel demoing guitars, I'd never met these two people, and those 3 days would have never have happened. And again, power of music, power of guitar, it just brings people together, and that to me is just incredible, and that's why I love it so much, because it just transcends everything. And they're also French as well, so I can't speak French at all. I'm useless with, I can't even speak English very well, so let alone trying to speak French. But we had the common language in music, you know what I mean? So it transcends language, you know what I mean? And anything, music's just, it transcends everything. It really does. It's just such a powerful thing. And it really is. Without music, it's just crazy, it really is. But like I say, if it weren't for those factors, those defining factors of my life of finding these things, I would never have had those 3 days. So it's quite incredible to me if you think about it on that kind of deep level. To think those little moments in time changed everything. To the point where now it's it's just incredible. It's incredible to me. It's absolutely incredible to me. So to those two people, if you're watching, thank you, and I hope it's not too long till I see you again. We can talk music and have a laugh and sing songs until 2 o'clock in the morning and all that kind of thing. And because it really has been such an awesome, it was wicked 3 days. I absolutely, words don't describe how much that's meant to me. It really, really don't. Anyway, and to all you watching, I hope this video ain't too sloppy, but after all you watching, you all mean the world to me. You really do. And I'm not being silly. I'm not trying to gain favour or anything like that. I'm being totally honest, and it really, it's your support is so important to me, and so what's the word? It's just incredible. It's just incredible. You're all awesome human beings, and I literally don't know where I'd be without you all. So thank you so much indeed for supporting this channel. Like I say, we all have that common thing of loving music. So, which is just awesome. We all love guitar. I mean, we all love the noises these things make, and that's incredible. So yeah, so thank you so much. I mean, thank you. It doesn't feel like that's enough ever. But yeah, thank you. And anyway, I'm gonna go now because I can't talk anymore. But yeah, so thank you so much, everybody. I hope this video hasn't been too boring. I hope it's but like I said, I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to get this out of my love for music and my love for guitar, and like I say, without that, those 3 days, man. 3 days, unreal. Isn't there a Jane's Addiction song called 3 Days? Is there a Jane's Addiction song? I think there is a Jane's Addiction song called 3 Days. But those 3 days, it's like I want a time machine, so I can just go back and do it again. I won't change anything. I'm just happy to just do it all again. Just one of those things. I just, can I just go back in time, please? Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a great morning, afternoon, good evening, and I will see you again very soon. Monday, actually. I do apologise for the video I was supposed to do today. Was going to talk about soundscapes and stuff like that, but I'm going to push that back to next week now. So because it's kind of important for me to get this out. So yeah, but that'll be that. I promise I'll get to the kind of how I do my backing tracks and all these kind of crazy strange noises that I do. I'll get to that next week. Monday's video is going to be a road trip video, everybody. So it's going to be a little bit of a road trip vid. And so yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. To those 2 people who made this week beyond special, you know, to my 2 friends, you know, thank you. And yeah, I'll see you again. Have a great morning, afternoon, great weekend, and yeah, goodbye now. Have a G chord, it's a happy chord.